Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't watched my first trimester video, I will have a link in the description below. After me going through my first trimester, I personally feel like time has been going by faster. I think the closer you get to the end, the faster it goes, but I've also heard at the very last few weeks it feels so slow because you're just in so much like discomfort. We will find out and I will let you know if that is the case for me, but I am so far thriving and I have been feeling a lot better. So I'm currently in my third. I am 30 weeks and 4 days. So I finished my second trimester like a couple weeks ago, and so now I'm noticing that some things are transferring over, but so far so good. Let's get started. So for week 13, I don't have anything on my notes, but for week 14, I wrote maybe the last week I eat crackers. So it's kind of, my nausea is going away. It's coming here and there, but for the most part it's gone. But on week 15, we are introduced with a new symptom called migraines. And I honestly thought it was because I wasn't drinking enough water, but I drink a lot of water, so it has to do with just the pregnancy. There was just one particular day where it hit me really hard. There was pain like all over the back of my head. It was throbbing. I couldn't really do much. Yeah, it was really scary. And eventually I had like 2 more throughout my second trimester, and that was it. I will say I started to bleed a lot in my second trimester for my right nose, and that's totally normal because your body is producing so much blood that when you floss, your gums are just more your gums are more susceptible to bleeding because there's so much blood in your body. For week 16, we are introduced with a new wonderful symptom called butthole lightning. Sometimes people feel it in their crotch, some people feel it in their butthole, and I feel it in my butthole, and that hurt. I don't know how like this happens, but I think because of all the weight of the baby sitting on your like body parts, it creates this lightning. Please look it up. I don't know, but it was a weird feeling and it really hurt. So I wrote starting to feel heavier. This is the point where I start to feel like I'm gaining some weight and I can feel it. I'm peeing more frequently. I have these chile cravings. Like I would put crazy amounts of chile on my food. I didn't feel the chile. It was so good. And I still had farts, the crazy farts. Week 18. In this week, I actually start to feel movements in my tummy. It feels to me like a little worm that is swimming around because it has so much room. I can kind of like feel little movements here and there. And it's so different than like when the baby's growing a lot in your third trimester and it starts to feel like they don't have space, and when they kick, it's like you could see them kick. Well, in week 18 for me, I felt like it was a little fishy swimming in my tummy. I had headaches, not crazy migraines, but just the headaches, and I was feeling less hungry. At this point, I was concerned about my armpit. I had like a bump on my left armpit, and to me, that was not normal. So when I went to my doctor visit, I asked to get checked. Unfortunately, I didn't know that they charge you to get checked. I thought it was included in like the package of, you know, you're going every month and you're getting checked and you're paying for your monthly visits. But I guess if they have to do something extra, which I don't think that should be the case, they charge you. So we got charged around $78 for them to just touch my armpit. And she touched my armpit. She's like, it feels fine, but we are gonna have you go and get an ultrasound of your armpit. And so I went, scariest moment, but I went and everything was fine. They didn't find any lump. But what we did find out is that in the world, there is a certain percent of women that have excess breast tissue in their armpits. And so when they're pregnant, when their breasts grow, so does their armpit. And so now I have a third boob in my left armpit, and it is not pretty, but I'm so happy that it is just that, and hopefully it goes away after the pregnancy. But yeah, that was definitely scary, and I'm so glad that I spoke up and said something because I would have been not only like, pregnancy gives you anxiety of all the changes and like the things that you can't really control, like, am I gonna be a good mom? Am I ready? Do we have everything that we need? Do we, like, it's gonna be expensive? The endless questions that you have. So I'm glad that I did it, even though I had to pay for those two things. I even had to pay for the ultrasound, but yeah, this is America. You have to pay for everything. I also asked during this visit if I can fly to Mexico, because that was the plan for me to fly around that time. But then I backed out because I wasn't feeling very confident. I was feeling really anxious, and I have been told that a lot of people get sick drinking water in Mexico or in other countries, even in Europe, because it's so different. The food is different, the water is different, the milk is different. And so I was just feeling super anxious about already kind of being still in COVID and the possibilities of getting sick and me being in a different country and, I don't know, giving birth there, like just all these like crazy thoughts. So I didn't go, but my doctor gave me the okay to fly in case I wanted to. I also asked about getting my teeth cleaning done. Because I got my teeth cleaning in January, I'm due in July to get another one. I will be 8 months by that time, and so I asked if that's something that they recommend, because I do my appointments ahead of time. My OB really didn't recommend me getting my teeth cleaning at that point because I will be a lot bigger, heavier, and when you lay on your back as a pregnant woman, like the weight of your stomach can hurt your organs and can reduce the amount of oxygen and blood flow that is going to your brain and your heart. And so I'm gonna have to wait until after I give birth in August to get my teeth cleaning done. So weeks 19 and 20, I didn't write anything down. I must have been amazing. I must have been feeling so good. Although I didn't write anything down for week 20, that is the week that we got our anatomy ultrasound done for the baby. So that would be our second ultrasound that we've had done throughout the pregnancy so far. And that is just to check the baby's limbs and measurements to make sure that they're developing at the correct rate, speed, whatever you want to call it. So that one was also very nerve-wracking. I was super anxious, just wanted to make sure my baby was okay. And that is also when we found out the gender. So we had her put it in an envelope and write the gender. If you haven't watched my gender reveal video, feel free to go in the description. I'll have it linked there. It was so sweet. It was something that I wasn't really planning on doing, but my family was excited to do. So I said, why not? But for week 21, I had my lovely first leg cramp. I can still see it in my head. It was the most painful thing ever. Like, I've been told to, when you have a leg cramp, you stretch it or you massage it. I did both and it made it worse. I think the drastic weight change really impacted my legs and my feet. Week 22, I didn't write anything down. Week 23, I can feel more of the baby moving. Throughout weeks 20, 21, 22, I wasn't feeling much of the baby move. It was still very subtle. I couldn't really feel it. But at week 23, I started to feel the baby move a lot. I started filming my belly and you could actually see like little bumps, like little bubbles of her kicking. And it is the cutest thing ever. I would be like obsessed with like just watching my stomach move because I'm like, wow, I can see it. I can feel it. I was feeling it like weeks before, but to see it was so cool. During this week, I also got a crazy leg cramp on my left side. Again, my left side is messed up. I don't know what's wrong. Well, no, because my nose was bleeding on my right. I'm equally messed up on both sides. For weeks 24, 25, and 26, I did not write anything down. I was just enjoying the moment of not feeling sick, having random symptoms here and there, but like feeling so good that I would sometimes forget that I was pregnant. Unless she moved and like punched me, then I was like, oh yeah, I'm pregnant. Towards the end of my second trimester is when I called my insurance and I was just asking for information regarding like the resources that they offer, what my insurance covers. For example, is there any free benefits that I can get? and I found out that my insurance provides me with a free breast pump. So that was really cool to find out. They told me when I can order it, so I have that date on my calendar. They also sent me a link to digital courses that they have. They paired me up with a nurse for free where I can call 24/7. She calls me every month from here on, from that day that I like found the resource. I'm gonna have my third appointment with her in a couple of weeks. And I really love this nurse because she gets me. I can ask her any questions. It feels like she's really looking out for me. And she's giving me tips and what I should expect this month, what I should be asking my doctor, what they should be doing, things like that. So it's been really helpful and it's free. So I've been taking advantage of that, and she's been really sweet. I also got a free book from my insurance. So I got to choose from what to expect when expecting, which is throughout your pregnancy, you learn about the different things that go on. And also I had the choice from that one and how to raise a child, I guess from like when they're born to a toddler age, which I'm gonna probably buy on my own. It was so cool to get a free book that I was actually looking to buy, and my insurance gave it to me for free. So that was pretty cool. At the end of my second trimester, which is when around the time that I got to talk to the nurse, she recommended that I start looking for pediatricians around the area. Just start like looking at their reviews, who is closer, what am I looking for a pediatrician for our baby. She also recommended that we take a hospital tour at some point during our third trimester, and to start looking into hospital classes, birthing classes, and pre-registering with the hospital. I really like that she gave me some stuff to focus on for my second trimester, but also kind of like a glimpse as to what is coming up for the third trimester, because time is flying by so quickly. And we are planning to like do our baby shower, go to LA, take a trip, a baby moon, you know, get the nursery ready, hospital bag, like so many things are starting to come up. And so it's nice to know like what to plan for and to not get caught off guard, because baby can come at any moment, but you know, ideally you want them to come like around full term, which is 40 weeks and a couple weeks before that. I'm just so glad that I've been able to get back into my routine, feel better, go out and eat what I want to eat and not feel nauseous. If you're in your first trimester, this is something to really look forward to, because it does get better and I've been feeling a lot better. Some of the few symptoms that I started to feel, and I don't have like specific weeks that I felt these symptoms, but it was my feet swelling up. Oh my gosh, I had to have so many foot massages by Alvin because they would just hurt so bad. The back of my heel would like burn and hurt and sting, and sometimes I couldn't even walk on them. Yeah, my feet would get super swollen and it would hurt. They look like little tamales. Also, beginning of second trimester, I was like in love with chile. Towards the end, it was my enemy. Like it hurt so much to eat chile. Like it would sit up here. Like it was so painful. And so I had to buy heartworm. That's for dogs. Heartburn medication. And I also started eating earlier. Like I would eat at 6, no later than 6, which definitely helped. Another weird symptom that I had is like sitting for long periods of time, or when I would sleep and then wake up and go to the bathroom, my butt cheeks just felt tense. Like I had to kind of limp because it hurt. I don't know if it was like my lower back or like my butt cheeks, but it just hurt so much. It was super, super tense. At this point, my nipples and my armpits started to get darker. And I had heard that your armpits get darker, your knees, and I didn't see that for a while. I'm like, cool, I'm safe. And then it happened. I also started to see stretch marks under my boobs. At first I was like, what the heck is that? Like, why is there dark lines? I realized because I'm brown, my stretch marks look dark, like really dark lines. I thought they were gonna be like really light lines, but no. I also had baby barfs, because of the acid reflux, out of nowhere, I would just be like sitting and something would come up, and it was so tiny that I was able to like hold it back. But I think like once or twice it kind of came out, and I like freaked out and I swallowed it, and I was like, ew, that's disgusting. But baby barfs were a thing. A couple of times, like 2 or 3 times, I felt like my chest was compressed. I don't know if it was like anxiety of feeling overwhelmed, or just like the changes in my body happening made me like have that symptom. But yeah, I felt like my chest was compressed for a couple times. It was a little scary, but what I did was just sit down, relax, and try not to do too much during that time, because it's like my body was telling me to chill, or it's just trying to figure out like all these changes too. So during the second trimester, these are some products that really helped me. I started using the Honest Rock the Bump body butter, which was gifted to me at our gender reveal, and along with their Glow On body oil, which has been a game changer because it really hydrates your belly and it keeps it moisturized and will help with the stretch marks. But I've heard genetics take over and you can still get stretch marks even if you add lotion and oil. But I'm doing my part because not only does it get itchy, but it's nice to moisturize and also like give that layer of protection to your skin that you can control, and then just let nature take its course. Before that, I was using the Burt's Bees Bump Lotion, but I really love the Honest one over that one. Of course, had to get Tums for my heartburn. At this point, I needed a pillow as well because my tummy was getting bigger. It was getting uncomfortable. But what I would use was these baby pillows that I have instead of buying a big pillow on Amazon or anywhere else. I don't know if I'm gonna have to buy it for my 3rd trimester, but so far these little baby pillows have been working amazing. I also had to thrift bigger t-shirts. Cravings. This trimester, what I've been craving is Jack in the Box tacos, which I used to love when I was like a little girl. And then I stopped eating it because I thought it was kind of nasty. But now I'm craving them and they're so delicious. I'm craving sushi, vegetarian sushi, so it's just veggies in there. I think what's so good about the sushi is like the rice and the spicy mayo. Oof, so good. I am craving pizza, any type of pizza. It's just like the cheese, the creaminess, and the bread, and all the toppings that you put on it. It's like everything in one. I have also been craving a lot of bread, so peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, burritos are tortilla. Tortas, breakfast sandwiches, like bread, anything with bread, it just fills me up and it's so good. I also started eating a lot of watermelon. It's so sweet and juicy and hydrating. Watermelon right now is my favorite fruit. And I got into Coke. Not that Coke. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Something about like the bubbles that it gives you and like the sting of the soda. It's like so good. I got the little baby bottles because I'm not good at finishing like big ones, the big cans. It is such a good refresher, and as it's getting hotter here, it just cools me down and it makes me feel so good. Second trimester, I also was able to drink coffee all over again. And I have been working out less during my second trimester. There you have it, my second trimester, some products that I've been loving, my symptoms, crazy things that have been going on, and how great I feel now compared to my first trimester. The third trimester is gonna be super fun. We're gonna have our baby shower. We're gonna do a 3D ultrasound where we're gonna actually get to see her little face. How cute is that? We're gonna get printed pictures, which is something that I've been wanting to do. It's gonna be busy, but exciting and crazy because that's when the baby comes out. What goes in must come out. So honey, I am not ready. I am accepting all prayers, and I know I'm gonna get through this. I know it's temporary, but damn, it's just scary. I'm trying to cope. So for now, I'm just gonna enjoy being pregnant. Even though it gets crazy here and there, I'm gonna enjoy having cravings and being like, yeah, she wants to eat pizza today, or buying stuff for her, decorating her room. I'm just gonna enjoy the moment because I'm not rushing the whole delivery thing. Like, girl can come 40 weeks. I will be fine because I need some time to process this. I need some time to get her room together. I need some time to go to Hawaii. I need some time to party with my friends at this baby shower. And I need some time to finish cleaning this house because it just feels like it's never gonna get completely done. Oh, we've been working on our guest room. We're gonna have guests stay here as when we have the baby to help us. This office is a mess, so there's so much to get done. I'm really enjoying this moment and I'm excited to meet her. And I'm so happy that I'm able to share this with you guys because I don't really see a lot of Latinas out there creating content. And if there are, please put them in the comments below so I can go and support them because it feels so good to feel seen. It feels so good to see someone who looks like you, who's gone through the similar experiences that you're going through. Like, it just hits different. I know there are big Latino influencers, but I'm looking more for like the micro influencers who are doing similar content that I am. If y'all have any Latino creators you want to recommend to me, please feel free to leave them down below. Well, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to share my third trimester with you, the wonderful things and maybe crazy symptoms that you only get during your third trimester. So stay tuned for that video, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye. What the heck was that? What? Bye, guys.